What's up, y'all? Big Red here. Come back to another video for the channel. It's going to be a weapon spotlight for the V63-HELGA. This is one of the weapons we get from the new update from the drop of Neurological Warfare from Vault 63. And I have to say, I do give it a big red thumbs up. We're going to take it for a spin. But this is a pretty decent weapon. We got 50% armor penetration, 25% damage while aiming, minus 90% weight. I would have had a weapon speed with reload speed, but it's not a bad roll. It does pretty good damage for everyday daily driver in the wasteland. And we'll even, at the end, I'll show you a little bit. We're going to take it against the Titan and show some damage numbers just to see what you actually do at the in-game build. Can it be used as a weapon? You can't use it in VATS. I like using heavy guns in VATS, but the fire rate's way too high. You can't spend enough coffee. It's really not feasible. It's definitely recommended to be in power armor, utilize stabilized, and a combination of the anti-armor, and you're going to be blasting through your enemy's armor and killing things fairly quickly. Not the quickest in the wasteland, but it's good enough. We got a prime receiver on it. That's the way I recommend going. You could come over and put the refined wave tuner, and it would help with some of your hip fire accuracy, sighted accuracy, even increase your ammo capacity. Range goes up a little bit. Your VATS accuracy goes up a little bit. Of course, you can't use it in VATS, but then you get a little bit of fire damage. You can put friendly fire on with that and heal your players. You can heal your NPCs. Your damage goes down a little bit. So I went with the prime. That'd be my recommendation. One of these two. Severe, I mean, you don't need no critical damage on it because, like I said, you really can't use this in VATS. All the rest of them really don't give you nothing. So I recommend prime or the refined wave tuner. The barrels, a line lone barrel is a good one to go with. I wouldn't use any charging barrels. You don't want it to charge. You already got to spin up. Maybe your stabilized long barrel, but you're not really gaining nothing out of it. True long barrel, but you're only gaining VATS accuracy. You're not going to use it in VATS, so I leave it. It comes with a line long barrel. I would go with the reflex sight. Not that you need VATS accuracy, but it's just an easier sight to use. I took the muzzle off. The beam focuser it comes with, but your range goes down. But when you change it, it does. You notice your C&D goes down a little bit when you take it off, but it ain't that much. And I'd rather have the range. Lasers are known for their accuracy and the range. So that's why I rather have the range on it. The paint it comes with the Vault 63 paint, pretty cool looking, very unique. And over in my other gun is we're going to compare it to is the Ultra Sight. The damage is 85 on the Ultra Sight, and on Helga it's 76. So it's a little bit off, but it's not that much off. I mean, 85, 79. Ain't that much of a difference, but I do have weapon speed on this one and reload speed, which I would recommend if you're trying to get one rolling yourself. The fire rate's 227. Definitely can't use coffee on this, but everything else is the same. I've got a prime receiver, standard barrel, reflex sight. There's no muzzle and poker paint. I've still been trying to get mods for this, and that's one reason. Also, I modded took off the beam focuser to make it comparative to my Ultra Sight. All right, those are the two weapons we're going to test real quick. Let's get our power armor on. Which I do recommend running this in a power armor non-VATS build. We recommend using first person. This is my perk loadout for my non-VATS build. I'm not going over all the cards. You can This ain't a build video. Let me put it back on. That's what I'm, all right. And I got a full set of Union power armor. Overeaters. All right, I don't got no real buffs going. They're going to be affected. I have some food buffs I'm running, but there's nothing affecting our damage, just my AP. Where's everybody at? There's somebody. What's up, guy? Only thing is a spinning weapon, but it does spin up pretty quick. But you can get spammed out of it. Come on, where is everybody at today? Y'all not wanting to show up for the party? All right, let's get her to wake up. I do have emergency protocols on my chest piece. With emergency protocols, you don't even have to have dodging. You're so super tanky. And with the Union power armor, you don't have to have anything invested into we're getting decent damage. Anything invested into Funky does. So you can invest in a system install. So now I'm fireproof, I'm poison proof. We did really good. And for not using VATS, I mean, did a pretty decent job. All right. Well, it wasn't too many over there. But let's go over here and see what there's some more Marlers. Marlers are pretty tanky. I like to use tanky targets. I'll let you know, is this gun worth keeping if you get it? Not bad. Let's say if you got emergency protocols on, you're gonna be able to sit there and just blast everything and you're gonna survive. Shoot for the head. It's not a problem. I like to use VATS just to see where everybody's at. Okay, so you lock in on a VAT, try to use a little VAT hit. Yeah, it'll do all right, but you really can't sustain it. Like I said, I do recommend using this non-VAT. It does a pretty good job. I think it's one of the better weapons. If you ain't got a good heavy gun, or if you're a newer player especially, or you don't have a Gatlin laser, you know, this is not a bad roll. That extra 25% damage is actually evening out the playing field for it not being a Gatlin laser, ultra sight Gatlin laser. There he is. What's up, guy? All right, Queenie. Say hello to Helga. How do you like Helga? That's the tankiest enemy we're going to be taking on. And it's doing a fairly decent job. You know? It is a decent heavy gun. It is a mid-tier heavy gun. Not a boss killer in my opinion, but it's not a chump either. Once you get so high in this game and you get more in game, almost any weapon you can get, the build is going to make it. You're going to be able to destroy most enemies. The challenge is how quick can you build your build to beat the bosses. You know what I mean? That's really. But as far as playing on a team and everyday play, this gun is going to be more than okay for you. All right. Let's see what the Gatlin lasers, the ultrasight lasers want to do. See how better it does. Reload. Let's see that reload. And that weapon speed. I will have to say that weapon speed is nice. Look at that. That weapon speed is nice. The damage numbers were pretty close to the same. So that, like I said, that 25% is closing the gap from the ultrasight to the Gatlin laser. So if you don't got a good Gatlin laser or ultrasight Gatlin laser, this is not a the Helga isn't bad. Look at the reload speed. It ain't bad. The reload is not bad in this gun, but you get that 15%. That 15% really shows up for sure. Well, could have been worse though. Could have been worse because we do have some other weapons that are worse. That is for sure. Let's go by the pawn. I think I like this one. I haven't got the Ticket's Revenge yet. Let's switch back over. I do like the Anchored Ace. I think it's a pretty cool little weapon. I do like the, I kind of like the Headhunter Sheath. I wish it got more air damage over time though, make it look, really make it stand out. I wish I could re-roll them. What's up, guy? Oh, he's legendary. I can't wait till the update. That way, our heavy guns, we can really make builds, and these heavy guns actually will start to be competitive, and you won't have to use coffee, or at least you'll have that option. You know, like a gun like this, you can't use coffee really, so. But at least you have that option to compare and to see if the VAT's critical still going to be the way to go, or is the weak spots, or going to actually equal out, or we can make our builds without VATs. I'm kind of excited for that. What about you? Let me know in the comments. Are you ready for some changes to the weapon system to open up creativity in some of our builds, or we don't have to just spam coffee? And it opens up a lot more life quality perks. Because whenever you have a build where you, in power armor, where you gotta use Nuka-Cola Dark, and you gotta spam coffee and have lead belly, and happy-go-lucky, it definitely takes a lot of perk points, and a lot of, it takes a lot to be invested. It takes a lot of your legendary cards to be used. I like to occasionally, like that. Occasionally just use VATs just to help lock in on a target. I can't see him, which I couldn't see him. All right, let's see where's she at. Oh, what's up, girl? Being prime really made a difference right there. That is definitely the power of having your weapon in prime when you go against a Scorch piece and the Scorch. We ripped her apart like we had a Gatlin plasma, but we only got a Gatlin laser. Still not a bad weapon. Not a bad weapon if you ask me. It does decent damage. It'll annihilate anything in the wasteland. I mean, what more could you ask for? Let's go by the flooded city real quick and kill a couple of these overgrown. They're really tanky. And plus, you know, you'll be doing expeditions, so can you use this as your daily driver? It will be a decent gun in expeditions. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it would be just okay, you know, to use this as a heavy weapon. You want to change up in your heavy weapons. You want an energy heavy weapon, you know, or maybe you just haven't ran heavy weapons yet. You're a newer player and you don't have a good one. This is definitely a good one to go with. You can rock this full health. You can rock this low health. Anti-armor is definitely one of the universal legendary effects. To me, one of the better legendary effects. I mean, as far as boss killing is concerned, in in-game events where you're getting 50% armor penetration, and you're stacking it on top of stabilized, and you're a beast.
Join the Baron Rangers.
You're definitely a beast. All right, let's do a few more. We're gonna get out of here. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? And if you did want to rock it outside of power armor, you got armor penetration, but you can't do that with heavy weapons. There's somebody. So with the heavy weapons, you don't have that option, have any type of mods. And yeah, you could rock it outside power armor if you wanted to, but I do recommend using power armor to make up for the slack where you can't use it in VATS. You definitely need stabilize to help up for it. And this is not one of the weapons I recommend outside power armor to use. I'd say use the traditional heavy weapon. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all got something out of it. I'm gonna clip in just a little clips of this and the Gatlin and the ultrasight Gatlin laser. I'm soloing the Titan non-VATS. I want to show the whole fight. Cause it is about 15 minutes, but I'm gonna show part of it just to show you what damage to be expected when you're going against the boss with this weapon.
So here you are. We got Helga versus the Queen. I mean, outside VATS, we're getting like 20 on the average. I mean, which isn't bad. I can't wait, like I said, for the update, because we really are going to be able to utilize heavy weapons outside VATS and be able to get comparative damage to inside VATS. Won't have to spam copy, or at least have that option if you want to spam copy or not. But yeah, it's getting decent damage. I mean, so this weapon, I mean, if you use it as a tank build, and you go and you're playing on teams, you're going to take the blunt of the damage, and you're going to have a tanky build, and you're going to do decent damage. You're going to be knocking some of the health down. You're not going to, I wouldn't advise to use this weapon solo against a boss. It'll just take forever. That's why I ain't going to show the whole fight. But it annihilates everything in the wasteland, and it chips away at the boss's health. It's really a fun weapon. I mean, it's like a Star Wars when you're shooting, lasers everywhere. You're slicing through everything with no problem killing normal enemies. And here we go. We're going to show it compared to the ultrasight. It is comparative. The damage is about the same, like 1920. Once you got defense mitigation against these bosses, so that's what's taken away from so much of the damage. The Gatlin laser with the damage while aiming is making up for the difference in the weapon card. That few, like 8 or 9 point difference is being made up by that 25%. I do think, like I said, weapon speed would have been better, but it's not a bad gun. Out of the update, this is a fun gun. If you ain't got a good heavy gun, like I said, and you don't got a good ultrasight laser and you never really played with it, it's just free. I mean, and once you get it, and you ain't got to do too much to it, you can put some power armor on and combine it with the anti-armor with the stabilized, and you're going to get decent damage, even on the bosses, even outside VATS. You'll be doing okay playing on a team. All right, then we're going to compare also with the Gauss minigun and then the Gatlin plasma, all outside VATS. just to give you an idea of where this damage stands. So here's the Gauss minigun. That's getting base damage around 30, 35 maybe. So it's a little bit step up. So the ultra's like Gatlin, or the Gatlin laser. It's a mid-tier weapon when you're going against a boss, at least now, until they change how the damage is calculated with weak points. So the Gauss minigun is definitely getting a little bit better. But that one's not free either. And then the ultrasight, then the Gatlin plasma, these are all anti-armor. It's getting at around like 40 to 50 outside bats. We know that it'll melt things in bats. But, alright, so that gives you a good comparison for this gun. I do give this gun a big red thumbs up. And it is a fun gun. And the rolls on it are not terrible. But tell me what you think about it. Have you got one yet? Are you wanting to get one? What do you rank it with the update and the weapons we've gotten? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope y'all thrive out there in the wasteland. And this is Big Red. I'm going to see y'all in the next one.